everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here with something really fun today. This is an unboxing of a Your Creative Studio box that was sent to me by Your Creative Studio. So I'm always happy to get to unbox and make a project with these fun boxes because I really enjoy them. And so I will link below Your Creative Studio. If you're not familiar, they do vintage inspired boxes for paper crafters, for paper artists. So they contain all sorts of fun things like stamps and paper goods and other things. So I believe, actually I won't say what I think the theme is. She did tell me, but I might be forgetting because I do that sometimes. So let's just be surprised together. No spoilers. So this is what it is to open up a Your Creative Studio box. You always get this lovely little, yes, it is art themed. You get this lovely little presentation, this pretty paper. So I'm so stoked to be getting this box because I literally just finished the artist sample journals. So this will replenish my things that are art themed, right? So what a pretty card. It's always a nice theme. You'll find that the boxes, like you'll get the box and everything in it will have a really lovely theme that goes together. So this is what you see, all these little pretties. They come in all these little lovely paper envelopes and sacks and things. It's a lot of fun. And they're also fun to reuse the little sacks. So this is a cling stamp. Therefore, I probably should get my ink. Every single time I do one of these videos, I know I'm going to be stamping. Do you think I ever remember to get my ink? No, I'm a bad influencer. So that's okay. I'm not really an influencer. I'm just an artist. Okay, so I'm going to use archival ink in this very exciting library green color because I love library green. And I'll just grab some scrap paper here so that we can kind of do some stamping as we go, as we need to. And I should get my little block too. Oh, these are the ones that have, but they already have a little block. So we have a little artist palette and a little watercolor brush style stamp. Let me get in frame here. So let's just give them a little stamp over here because they're too fun. And I do like this cushiony kind of stamp. I usually find that they give good details and you don't have to use a stamping block. So just hold them down for a few seconds and then lift it up. I'll do both and then I'll show them to you. Oops. I'm going to do this upside down because I did the first one upside down by accident. Okay, there we go. So let me just pick that up and show you. So here we have the artist palette with the brushes going through and then a little watercolor palette with the brushes here. So those are really cute stamps. I like those. So I'll set them up here. They'll go in my little cling stamp box. Then this is another cling stamp. Usually you get 2 or 3 little packets of stamps. So if you're looking to build your stamp collection, this is a great way to do so. And this one is so nice. It's an easel. And we have an artist here. Is this Rembrandt, maybe? It looks like Rembrandt. He has that hat, right? Yeah, everything I ever see with Rembrandt, he has that little French beret. So let's just do the easel one now. That's a really nice stamp. I love the easel. Okay. Let's take a look at those. Really nice. They come out really great. Okay. And then next cling stamp. Just going to get my scissors to open this. Because like I said, I do like reusing these little paper envelopes. It's funny, it's a common thing whenever I see videos of people unboxing these boxes. Everyone's like, oh, I can't destroy the envelope. it speaks to who we are, right? So now we have some paint brushes in like a glass pot and a little hand with a paintbrush. So let's give those a try. These would have been so perfect for my artist sample journal, but I think I'll be returning to making more of those eventually, or similar kinds of journals, so these will definitely come in handy. Also, I bring elements of art into a lot of things that I do, so okay, so we have our paint pot and we have our hand with a paintbrush. So cute. So for those of you who are counting or not counting, that is so far 6 stamps. So let's just move that out of the way, put this away, and we'll keep it around in case there's more stamps. But this is washi tape. Oh, cute. So it is, let me just pull some off, pull some to show you. So it is art themed, and it's kind of like a palette of like a background of watercolor, and here you can see paint brushes in a jar. There's a little watercolor palette, there's a paintbrush up here. So yeah, like I said, everything goes with the theme usually in these boxes. Sometimes you'll receive something that is more flexible than the theme, like, you know, floral or something, because that goes with everything, but usually like most things are quite bang on. So this is so cute. Okay, so this is like some stamps, and if you look at the packaging behind, it's like a scanned 1962 postcard. That's really cute. So these are little stickers, and they are stamps, and you get a bunch of different designs. We have some penguins, Bulgaria. This one, this book belongs to Sarah. It says little, just fun little collage fodder, you know, little stamp stickers. Some have numbers. This one has a little unicorn. Some trees, landscape. Yeah, just all sorts of cool little, I like that one, little patterns. And I think you get 2 of each, and there's a lot of them in here. I don't know if it tells me back here how many. They're 3 by 4. It doesn't tell me how many, but there's a lot, as you can see. Some cats and birds. Yeah, lots of cute little stamps. Oh, I really like this one. Very fun. And I will just keep those here because I'm going to put them in my little ephemera folder. And then we have this. It's little paper goods. Let's open it on up. Just take this label off here. Actually, I'll just cut it off, because then I'm not going to poke myself on staples. Okay. A little bit of twine, always fun. And then some vellum. These are vellum, so stamp. This says ticket. Little like Paris airline kind of stickers. Minneapolis Stamford with a little cottage. US postage. Volkswagen Type 2 merchandise coupon. Deutsche Bundepost. Department store receipt, cash receipt. So just, you know, fun little pharmacy, have a good trip, like just fun little fodder for collaging and things. Very good for an artsy themed box, especially like in the junk journal world. Like, I think you can bring together the general theme of art really easily with the junk journal theme. Some time ago I made a journal that kind of encapsulated that whole spirit, called like Artists Like Us, and it was a junk journaler themed journal, and yeah, this would have been useful kind of stuff for that. Oh, these look good already. Yummy. Paper ephemera. Let's just dump. Okay, so what do we have? We have cute little jars. These are like a light chipboard weight. little flowers. Whoops. Some really cute little easels. Labels. This label has a little pot of watercolors on it. These, you get 2 of each of everything that I'm showing you. Little tags. And that watercolor theme that was on the card with the flowers, and see the spattering there. These are not stickers. These are like heavy cardstock to light chipboard kind of weight. A little banner. Other little banners and flowers. And we have a David here. A couple of Davids. Small little labels. Oh, some little paintbrush silhouettes. And a banner. 2 of them actually. These banners. Oh, I like these paintbrushes with the little flower. A little paint tube. There's paint tubes on this label. Oh, I love these paintbrushes. These are so pretty. Yeah, and I mean, these boxes are a nice way to also bring continuity through your journal. So like, even if you're not doing a journal that's specifically in this theme of like, you know, artist, maybe you're doing, like maybe you find a vintage book that's called like, you know, something like Stephanie or something, you know, like how we often find vintage and antique books that just sort of have a name, and then we are, as junk journal artists, kind of like we're tasked with creating a story. At least that's how I see it sometimes. And I do that. Like I think the last one that I did was a book called Nedra. It was a early 1900s book, and I kind of created a whole story using a vintage photo that was kind of an image of her, and then I sort of like put elements of her life. So maybe you could do like a lady artist or a lady botany artist or something, and you could add florals and, you know, just different ideas like that. I think these kind of things that are, you know, kind of little ready-made things for you can kind of send you off in different directions to get inspired. So these are some labels and what looks like some faux kind of vintage invoices and things. So we have these kind of labels. These are sticky notes with little like days of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. We have all the days of the week there. And then these little round ones that are, you know, also copied from old documents. So these are like miniature versions of old documents, and nice quality paper, postcard, an old advertising, certificates and invoices. Then we have some nice little handmade papers with some plant materials in them. And some nice woven paper. So yeah, those are really cute. I always like to have the little bits of jute that come along with these too. I have a whole roll of this stuff, but like I keep it for some reason like a magpie. Okay, and then these fleeting notes. So I like the format of these already. The little rectangle. Oh, these are so cute. Yeah, those are great for collage. Are these all the same? Well, they're a little different. They're kind of different offsets of the same theme, and they're all like colored in rust and teal. So this is like a pinky brown kind of tone. So yeah, those are really fun. Those would be great in collage. Oh, look at these. We got a whole bunch of artsy stamps. So a palette knife, different paint smudges, and different paint brushes. So, you know, look at all of these together. Like, we've got a really nice, a very complete collection of, you know, an artist themed stamp collection. And, you know, that's pretty perfect for me, honestly, because I will from time to time be making more of those artist sample journals. And this is a really nice little collection to have to do that. So if you're into making artist journals or anything artist themed, this is a nice little way to build like a reusable collection. So that's that. And then we get a little sheet of these stickers, and they all have David on them. Then we get a really fun napkin. So this is for collaging, and hopefully you can see, I think you can see it's not too shiny. There's paint tubes and smudges all over it, and it's got that same theme of like rust and teal. Oh, these look so good. Yes. So usually at the bottom is like your largest kind of asset that you get. So these are 24 sheets of paper. 6 are sticker, 6 are vellum, art paper, 6 of our art paper, and 6 pattern paper. It says it looks amazing in your cards, journal spreads, scrapbook tags, and much more. They are 12 by 21, which has become like a nice format. Like, I think even I'm seeing a lot of other like Tim Holtz kind of things like that are in that same kind of page format, which is good because you can match that kind of thing up with this, because if you wanted to use these as pages in your journal, you know, you can connect, well, these ones are stickers, so I wouldn't, but you could take, you know, 2 pages of the non-stickers and you can put them together to create a folio, washi tape up one, you know, side, and you could put some other kind of paper on the other side. I am extremely excited to use these stickers. These are really nice big stickers. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. So those are the stickers. Then we have the artist paper, same patterns, but of course they look slightly different because they're printed on different papers. Then what else did I say there was here? Where's the backing? Yeah, art paper, sticker paper, vellum, and pattern paper. These are the vellum, I do believe. Yeah. Maybe no, maybe not. No, this is the artist paper here, or maybe the background paper. But I think it's the background paper. Yeah, because these are backgrounds. It's the one kind of paper was a little harder to identify because it's not like a, you know, it's a sticker. It's vellum. It's this is the vellum though. You can clearly see that's vellum, right? It's translucent. I love this vellum. Vellum always feels like so exotic to me. Like I always feel like it's so special that I always love getting anything vellum, because printing vellum is a little bit complicated. I do it sometimes, but I have to use a special technique to print vellum on my Epson Eco Tank. For those of you, if you're looking for that tip, I'll give it to you quickly while we're here. If you have an Epson Eco Tank printer and you find you cannot print vellum, it is entirely because of the printer paper thickness. So if you're printing regular printer paper, take a single piece of Scotch tape, like I'm talking this, okay? And just one little piece like this, sort of pre-stick it to your hand to get half the sticky off. Then just do this and do it nice and flat. Then just kind of roll it on your hand to get more of the sticky off and also to iron it out and make it flat. Then stick it here. Then equally lay down your piece of vellum paper on top. Make sure that when you put it in your printer, you're putting it the side with the vellum on where it's going to print onto the vellum, not onto your paper. So you have to make a cheat note with your printer about that. For me, my Epson printer, it's this side up, like the side you want to print on up, no, down. I'm sorry, down. So whatever you have here is up, and then you're printing on the back. And so it would be the paper here and the vellum would be on the back. And then your right side is here. So if this is the bottom of your image, you want the bottom here and the top there. It's like that, okay? So that's my printing on vellum technique for you really quick. So let's pull all these things into frame so you can see all the goodies together, because there's lots of stuff in here. I've always found these boxes to be a lot of fun. I really like them, and they inspire me, and I do use the things that I get. It's not like some things where you get a box and you either hoard it and you don't use it, or you're not exactly sure what to do with it. It's honestly good, honest materials for the kind of books that we make. So there it all is. So let me tidy up a little and we'll come back and we'll make some fun little projects, because I'm super stoked to play with this stuff. Okay, so I'm back with an idea to do some making. So I was inspired with the colors of this vellum, and I have over here, this was a bit of a paper experiment that I did a while ago with wax paper and things, and I was thinking about making like some kind of a paper doll type ephemera, and I design a lot of paper dolls, but I ended up just looking for doll busts because I was thinking about making like a skirt or something with this. So the first thing that got recommended to me is like a brand new shop on Etsy called Banana Fana Design, and these are Emmeline Victorian style doll and busts. And I guess theoretically, if you wanted to, you could even like swap out, like you could cut, you know, one for the other if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I actually wanted them for the busts. I was looking, I just searched doll bust, and that's the first thing that came up. So what I want to do, I'll just set them aside. I just cut them out and inked them. And I'm going to start, I think first I want to do one with one of these nice like invoice type backgrounds. I'd like to do a little journal card. So I'll first just back this with some glue on this folder. And maybe we'll make a couple of things at once here. I'll just kind of fill up the folder. I think sometimes it's fun to work on like one surface that you're like, okay, this is my allowable workspace. I can make ephemera on this as a workspace. So I'm going to put it right above the little name tag here. And then, as I mentioned, I want to use one of these papers to make maybe like a tall tag. Because I was thinking like artsy women would be kind of a fun theme to go with. Don't want that. I want to use one of the more backgroundy papers, but not the sticker paper. Maybe this one actually would be kind of cool. Let me take these out of this sleeve. It'll be easier. Okay. This one, this is the one. And is that sticker paper or not? So I don't know what it is. I don't necessarily want to use the sticker paper. I want to use just the regular art paper, because I have to hoard the sticker paper for a while because it's just lovely. Okay, so set that aside. Now we have this. So what I'll do is I'm actually just going to cut it into a tag shape now, because that'll be easy to glue down on here, and then I'll know what my working space is. So we will make two things today, a nice large tag and this. Okay. Let's glue this down. Oh, that paper goes down really nice. It's a nice weight to go on the folder. Okay, so sorry for the little snip. I just had to answer the door. My friend came to visit to drop off a little surprise to me that she got me while she was on vacation. So that was nice. I'm just going to cut these out because I came to the realization before I put something else here, that's there. So I don't want to glue it on the wrong side. So go ahead, I'm going to glue this one down. This glue stick is a little bit glubby today. I don't know why. Every now and then that happens. Okay. Okay, so let's cut these out. These make such nice backgrounds. They're so fun. And then our big tag here. So now I have 3 nice bases to work with here, and I'm going to get some of my little bits and bobs, and oh, I should also show you. So I came up with a clever, what I think is a clever little storage idea for all the stamps that I got as part of this. So I often will pick up at my recycle center these old DVD cases or Blu-ray cases. So a lot of times they will get donations from people of Blu-rays and DVDs, or just boxes en masse of this kind of thing, and they don't always have a movie inside them. So I empty them all out, and what I do is, like, they have a little plastic sleeve on the outside, so I just open up the inside. I put all of the stamps in here, so I have a whole art stamp collection in there. And for the one that I got in the pouch of all those red cling stamps, they come with this, so I put it there. And theoretically, that paper I had, I could put it back here and have the other impressions if I wanted to, but I don't really feel like I need them because they're on the stamp themselves. And then I just put the Your Creative Studio card in the back, so it's a nice little set that I now have. So just something to think about. Okay, so let's start collaging a little bit and figuring out what we want to do here. So I'll just dump this pouch back out again with these little bits and bobs. I don't know what I want to use yet. We're working on the fly here. Okay. So I think I'll take this full girl. Oh, I also sprayed these with a bit of coffee to give them a bit of a mottled effect. And I want her for this one. This one I think I will use here. And this one I will use here. And I went over to the Etsy shop that I got these from. It's called Banana Fana with 2 N's. And it's a brand new shop. I think it literally launched today. But I noticed that they've put themselves in vacation mode. So I think they were like just getting ready to go live. And I bought something. So if you're seeing this video and they're not open yet, maybe just wait for them. I'll put the link maybe in the description. But anyways, maybe I won't. I'll wait until, maybe I'll focus on that another day. But I'm here for Your Creative Studio. That's what I'm here for. So let's focus on that. Okay, so I like the idea of putting this easel on here. I may overlap sort of like that, so she's there with her easel. That's cute. Then for this one, oh, I love these little bits. They're so fun. Let me put a label behind her and some paintbrushes. Actually, I may take the label out and put the label down here and put the paintbrushes at the side. Maybe a flower. Then over here, I might grab one of these little stamps. It's pretty. I also like this banner. That's really cute. Maybe a banner and maybe one of these. I think, are these sticker paper? Yes. Oh, great. Perfect. Okay, so we'll put that on there too. Maybe just behind. Just nice layering elements. It's really fun. Okay. This and this. And then I think I want to grab a bit of word snippety goodness here. I have this poetry book. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to use some poetry from this book, Wild Embers, Poems of Rebellion, Fire and Beauty by Nikita Gill. So first what I think I'll do is I'll glue down some of the things that I have here. So let's just get my glue book here. And I will shift all these little bits out of the way because I think I've settled for now on what I'm going to use, but I'll probably go back and grab a couple other things. I have to see as we go. Okay. Then we'll glue this one. Sorry if you hear calamity with my kids and dogs upstairs. My husband's taking them out on a little picnic soon, so everybody's getting all excited. I may need to pause. We'll see. Alright, so during the little excitement break, I just decided I would glue it all down, and I did. I glued everything down. I'm just going to ink over the stamp just to tone that white down a little. I totally realized my whole reason that I wanted to use these busts was to use this paper as the skirts. I completely forgot about it, but that's okay. I still want to use a bit of this on here if I can, just as collage, because I really love the colors, and the color was really about, like, when I saw this color I wanted to use some of this because I thought they would just go so nicely together. So let's just go ahead and use that in our collaging because it'll be fun, I think. Yeah, it really looks pretty on there, so that's good. This was I think a technique I did for my Patreon. There we go. We'll do a little bit of that on each of them, perhaps. Yeah, little strip on here. Yeah. Just gonna cover up this name a little bit and then bend this down a bit. This paper is kind of flexible, so I have some options here. Okay, a little gluey bit on the corner, another little scrap. I think I will put that on there too. Gonna crumple it a bit. There we go. Now the third one, we'll add a little to that one too. So one thing I like about Your Creative Studio is that, like, it kind of gets me making little collections of ephemera. So just kind of crinkle this up. There we go. Have that nice crinkly bit up there. That's cute. Okay, so now let's add our poetry to these. I like the overall aesthetic, the colors we're getting, it's nice. So the first poem I'm going to use on this, and it's called The Well-Spoken Heart. So what I'll do, I'm going to cut out the title here, because that can be used somewhere. We'll wait and see how I want to use it, because I want to tear out these two verses. The less you listen to the whispered words of your gentle heart, the more you choose to ignore it. The more you build the kind of wall around it that no one can climb to get hold to it. Instead, listen to what it wants and let it tell you what it needs, and you will find its growing roots and thriving when you plant these mystical seeds. So that's a nice little poem. I'm going to put one piece there. Okay. And then I think I sort of kind of can put the other piece on here on the easel, but I'm just going to kind of cleanly tear it a little closer to the words so that I get as much of the color as possible retained on the work there. Okay, so let's set that over here. We'll glue this down. Okay. And then the Well-Spoken Heart, you have the option to kind of glue this at the top, at the bottom, or even on the back of the tag if you want to. But I'm going to put mine here at the bottom, as so. Then I'm going to take my Distress ink vintage photo, just kind of ink on top of this a little bit to grunge it up a bit. Not too much, but a little. There we go. And we've got that little bit of jute that came along with this as well. I'm going to use that one on the top of the tag, so when I stitch around it. So let's set that one aside. Now, this one, let's go with this one next. So this one, I found this poem called Miracle. It took 3.8 billion years of triumphant evolution, remarkable collision, and unbelievable confluence made by sheer will and influence of this infinite universe and all the stars to get you here. I hope you never again doubt again that even when you are in pain, that every part of you is incredible. So let's just tear this again into two verses. And I think I'll put this bit here, maybe sort of like, actually I think I'm going to carefully tear down the center so I can make this into a couple blocks here of text. One there, one here, and then the last one I will put on the label at the bottom. So just tear around as carefully as you can to get it as close to the words without tearing. Be very mindful of any glue that you have on your fingers, because that will surely cause everything to stick to your fingers. And then you can tear these little word bits easily. Ask me how I know. Okay. One. to bring that down a little so we don't, oh, that's good actually, right there. And then the third one. Okay. Everything a bit of a press. Then again, I'll come in with the ink and just grunge it a little. And this one I think I'll put a little bit of gilding wax. There we go. So that will be good, and we can stitch around that one after. Number 3. What about the scraps? This one here. And this is just a little verse from the same book. You need not fear the wolves that hide in your soul. They were made not to hurt you, but to protect you against the world. So I'm going to cut this one out. And then we'll glue that on. Options, options. I'm thinking here or here. I think I'm going to go here. Just bring this down so it just covers that name on that stamp, because that name is not really, whoops, serving any purpose to my collage here. There we go. And then again, just kind of grunge it up a little. I don't have a lot of ink left on this, which is ideal because these are smaller little word snippets. And again, I think I'll come in with a bit of ink. Or not ink, sorry, gilding wax. Okay. Now we have this one. And then, I don't know, does this need a little something else maybe? Let's see. Where are my little... That could be cute, but it would cover up too much of the background. I don't want to completely cover up that background. Maybe, here's a smaller label. We already have a banner. But that could be cute stacked on the banner a little bit. I think I'm just being extra. I probably don't even need anything more. That's quite pretty. There's also this little tag, but that would cover up a lot. Yeah, I think I'm probably fine not to use anything else, unless I use something vellum that's a little see-through. Yeah, that might be fun. Let's do this. We use one of these vellum stickers because they're translucent, and I think that will kind of add a little something kind of fun. And then I'll grab the gilding wax again and just kind of lightly ink over it. It'll just give a little texture and a little something to that one spot there. Okay. So I think I'll also make use of this twine on here. So I'll go do my stitching and come back and show these to you. Okay, so time for a little Your Creative Studio happy dance. Look how fun these are. So they're all stitched around. I love this big tag. I love the use of the poetry and all these colors and this little easel. I think it really It's really cute. And then the little bit of twine at the top that came in the package as well. And these just turned out really sweet. I'm very happy with these. And so like you'll see, right, this is an art themed box and you can absolutely create amazing art themed things with it. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants when I make these kind of videos. So I found these assets. I won't link the shop today because she's in vacation mode, but maybe down the line I'll keep an eye on her work and I'll feature her a little later. But it's Banana Fana design. You can also keep an eye on it if you're looking for these. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Another fun box. I will link below everything relating to Your Creative Studio. This video was provided to you because they sent me this beautiful box, and I am excited to keep playing with all this stuff. I think that's how I'll spend the afternoon. So have a great day. Bye for now.